Today we are thrifting at WINS, Women in Need Society. 50% off day the first Wednesday of every month. So let's get in there. It's late mid-afternoon. Didn't get an early start, but I bet you I can still find some cool stuff. I'm gonna try to hit up 3 locations today, so let's start with this small one. Let's take a look at the special items we have out here. And the one that I have already snuck into my cart, which is this beautiful zebra plate. Ever since I've been to Kenya, have a little soft spot for the African safari. Beautiful animals I saw. I'm gonna take a quick look through handbags. It's a pretty small little area here in this store, but I have found a couple of gems in here, so let's dig in and see. No luck there. But I did find this one purple leather wallet. You can see it's got some sort of a logo there. And then it has a name, Tilka, I think, T-I-L-K-A-H. I looked it up, there's one leather wallet for sale on eBay, none sold. You can see it's got some pen, so we will leave it behind. Anything up in home appliances today? I do not think so. This is where I found, you've seen that in another video, I think it's 6 restaurant coffee carafes, like professional series. But I don't think we need a crock pot or a mini crock pot or anything like that today. Great prices though. Imagine 50% off of $4. If only I was gonna make some sort of a little dip tonight. Always lots of water bottles and to-go cups. That one's ceramic, branded with a company, as you can see. Coffee accessories, pots and pans. Nothing that we're really looking for today. This would be a gravy boat with a big handle and a lid. Teapot. Pretty little vase. Royal Japan. Japan makes so many pretty things, or did, a vintage. Is this a garlic? I think so. Living. Again, that would be $2. This little pretty thing would be $1.50. Our great big gravy boat would be $1.25. Don't need one. I have more than one already. Don't really use them. That's the problem. Let's see. There's always these. French onion soup. That reminds me. I should make that again. There's a glass, I guess, baking dish. Like that red color. It's like, I don't think it's matching, but another red baker style dish. This looks old. Let's see, what is it? Pyrex, do you think? I'm gonna put the lid down carefully and check out the back. Dinaware. Okay. I don't know my patterns all that well, so can't always some of the Pyrex I recognize, not all of it. All right, are we seeing anything else? Typical lineup of glasses. Might be crystal. That one looks like it's gonna fall off. I am pretty sure I bought other pieces of this set. At least it had the exact same stripes. Oh, except it wasn't made in Poland, I don't think. So we'll leave it. Look at these. These are pretty. I love that spiral stem. $2.50. You know, that's gonna be a lookup. Check it out. There were 6. They are beautiful and listed, not necessarily all sold, but listed for a tremendous amount, and I'm getting them for $1.25 each. Oh my goodness. I think they must have had a donation of somebody's beautiful, gorgeous crystal collection. So look, you've got this Look how it twinkles. You can even see that in the camera, I think. Beautiful little basket. Got the decanter. This is a really heavy bowl. Another heavy sawtooth edge bowl. And I'm eyeing this one right here. It weighs an absolute ton. They've got it marked for 20, which means it would be 10. And it's just, look at how beautiful that is. These are Royal Westminster bone china, England. Super, super thin. And then you've got this, which is, I forget, I looked it up, Australia. Living art stoneware. And designed in Australia. And look at this, 17 pieces for $10, which would be 5. So you've got smaller plates, larger plates, and bowls. So if it says 17, it probably means 6, 6, and 5 or something like that. What a deal for $5. And the candles with some lady. I don't know. Who's this lady? She's carrying her something. But lots of candle accessories. That looks old, doesn't it? Gold trim. That one there is from Winners. I saw a tag on the bottom. This is a party light. Telltale little green sticker on the bottom. Japan. They're kind of cute. Now, this is pretty sure IKEA just listed 3 of them. Do I want another one? Probably not. A lot of glass today. These look kind of nice. I don't know about that. I always like to touch everything, feel it, how heavy it is, how well made it is. Kind of gives you a gauge whether it's worth looking into or not. This is a little fun, little glass detail. Oh, what does it say? Design Society. It's just fun that that's glass. Big candle, decanter, apple bowl. And now we're into colored glass. Wow, look at all this. And that's wood. Pottery. Aaron made that. Did Aaron make this? No, PH made that. Fun. Ooh, what's this little wooden box? With a kangaroo on it. Just a little hinged wooden box. Oh, from Indonesia. Or made in Indonesia, anyway. I do love how they have everything organized, all the reds and different colors together. It's quite beautiful. Pleasing to the eye. Oh, this is this is an interesting piece. Probably, I'm guessing, someone's project. Little, I don't know, rustic. Oh wow, it has a bigger brother. That's a fun find, but won't be buying that today. Every dog has his day. Now, are these salt and pepper? What are they? Why do we have 2? Yes, there's the little bowl right there. So those are kind of cute. But I was really wondering who these little guys are. I guess they're little coin banks. Now, are they old? I'm thinking yes. They need to have their hair out of their eyes. All right, let's see. Flash painted, I think, this green one. The shelves are pretty full considering it's 50% off day. I guess people are not really looking for all of this kind of thing. Well, folks, here's the deal. These are, in fact, from Anthropology. There is a sold comp on Poshmark and one set listed on eBay. But this guy has his stopper, but this guy does not, which is probably why they were donated So we will leave them. And then these two little guys are also coin banks. They are little vintage guys, but I saw a sold, not even a sold comp, just a comp, listed for 27. So given what they will take to store and ship, we'll just leave them and just wave goodbye. Goodbye. Well, I was in there for a while. I got those 6 beautiful crystal twisted stem wine glasses, the zebra plate that you saw, and I also picked up, couldn't film because it was right at the cash desk, some new in the package makeup concealer, and I'll throw up a comp. You can see I paid $3.50. That was half price of $7, and they sell for probably close to 30 bucks. So there are none listed and a bunch sold, which means really good sell-through rate. So hopefully that might be a little gamble. I got 5 of them. We'll see if that pays off. And then just a couple little plastic containers for personal use. Now, what got interesting and why I was in there so long is this woman came back into the store all frantic and asked if anyone had seen her keys. She was looking, even like while I was checking out and putting bubble wrap around my wine glasses. This was kind of going on and on. So long story short, she could not find them. She went in, she went out, she went in, she went out. So I got my stuff packaged up, and then I said it would help her look. So we looked all around the store. I came outside, looked around her car. I said to her, I know you've checked your purse. Are you sure it's not in your pockets or something silly? I said, I was looking for my sunglasses not long ago, and they were right on top of my head. Anyway, long story short, cut to the end. They were in her pocket after she probably spent at least a half an hour frantically searching for them. So happy ending, poor lady. I'm sure she's ready to go home and just kick her feet up and relax after that stressful experience. Anyway, I am on to the next. Did I get the primo parking spot or what? I am right by the entrance to the store. So I'm gonna pop in there and see what I can find. And if I do find anything big, I can bring it right out to my car. How handy is that? They really need to paint this right here. Fair amount of carts here, so maybe it's not too busy. I do like having a cart. Off we go. I'm gonna start with my favorite section, the purses. Let's go through here and see what we see. For it being 4 o'clock in the afternoon on 50% off day, these bins and shelves and everything are so full. I guess they must have a ton of inventory. Perhaps people have other things to do on a nice, mostly nice summer day than dig through thrifting pile bins. Anyway, this looks like mostly cosmetic bags. I don't think we've got anything here. All right, let's get into it. What I found, what immediately caught my eye and attention, in addition, I should say, to the graphic, was Sydney, of course. And so that just had me curious. Then I saw this, and I have become familiar with Robin Ruth and the, I guess, travel-based merchandise. And this one sells. There's none listed and 2 sold, so I think that's, not going to go for a high dollar amount. They want $7. I would not pay $7, but I will pay $3.50. Also because I just kind of like it for personal reasons. Now, what else did we find? You can see this is a beautiful leather handbag. This is B. Makowski. I think the branding is here. You can see it there, and on the inside, of course. So I was tempted. This one is, where's the price tag? $15, so it would be $7.50. However, when I got looking closer, there are a lot listed and not as many sold, and for more like, 30 to 40. So when I see these black marks, and you all know how many purses I have in my storage unit, that is going to be a no. We're gonna put this guy back. I want to show you a comparison. So this, I thought, ooh, that feels really nice. And then, what have we here? Rebecca Minkoff. Very, very nice. So I looked on the inside. It looks nice and clean. So then I'm like, okay, what are we in for? $15. So that's going to be $7.50 all day, every day for Rebecca Minkoff. Then I saw this and I thought, well, that's fun. That's kind of cute. What do we have here? Well, what we have here is Kenneth Cole Reaction. Okay. $25? What? That is not going to happen for me, and probably not going to happen for anyone else. I'll hang that up in a minute, but that's going back. Then, isn't this interesting? So I thought, what is this interesting looking plastic, whatever you call this type of material, handbag? Feels really heavy, so that of course had me intrigued. I look inside and I see, I don't know if I can even show you, it's gum and it's Gianni Chiarini design, made in Italy. So of course I had to look that up. Now they obviously realized, they saw the Italy tag, so they have it priced at $15, so it would be $7.50. However, it does have some marks on it, and when I looked it up, unfortunately, not any of this exact thing sold, and I thought it's such a unique and interesting, almost strange handbag. I don't think it would be a quick seller. It's also very heavy, so for shipping, that's going to be a factor, so we'll say no to that. Then we have this, and I thought, oh my goodness, look at this, another Clinique Kate Spade, this time a tote bag. Maybe I'll put that with my collection. Until I saw $10. I'm not even going to pay $5 for that. No. Not when it was something that came free with makeup. Not going to do that. Next up, Eagle Creek. This is I think an older one. There's a newer version of this, but it's a hanging toiletry kit for travel. So they want $3.50 when it's on sale. I'm a little on the fence. These do sell, and I've had personally good luck selling Eagle Creek. But is it worth $3.50 if it's only going to sell for like $16, $18, $20? That is the question. Although, couldn't be easier to ship. Finally, we have this here, which is Solo New York. And I thought, this looks interesting. It's is it a briefcase? Is it a backpack? Turns out it's both. Sells well. So, next question, how much is it here? You can see $5. So, absolutely yes on that. So, all in all, for this little section right here, we did pretty well. Let's check out this end cap and see what we have. Looks like an amber colored section. Some miscellaneous stuff. Is that like pottery? Oh, that's heavy. Those are melamine plates underneath. And oh, what do we have here? A giraffe. I just talked about how much I love African wildlife. Now, is that broken? I have to take a closer look, because I would buy that for personal use. We'll put him in to look at him. And see, lots of plates. Nothing else that interests me right now. Unfortunately, Mr. Giraffe did have a broken neck. He's been glued, not too nicely, so sadly, it's made of soapstone. We will leave him. Here's the red and maroon end cap. You can see they've really sorted everything quite nicely. And look at this set of dishes. Quite a few pieces here. I don't know what that means. It's obviously expensive. They must have Google imaged it. If this one covered little dish is $8. Now I looked out in the glass aisle at the last store. See if we see anything. Call out if you see something extraordinary. Look at how many wine glasses, champagne glasses, cocktail glasses we have here. Then we get into the mugs. Let's see. Somebody left their soda can there. More glasses. More. some crystal looks like. And then, surprise, surprise, more glasses. More casual ones now. These are interesting. That's like textured, painted. Oh, dollar store. Interesting. Fooled me. There's a crystal, Bohemia. And some champagne fruits. A lot of mugs. And then underneath, we have bigger things. Might have to see what's in those there boxes. Punch bowl. Does anybody make punch? Okay, mystery solved. Burke's is a jewelry store. A nice jewelry store. And here we have glasses sets. Looks like possibly monogrammed with the letter C. So I don't think I want those. Although I'm sure they cost someone a pretty penny as probably a wedding gift or something. No finds today in the mugs. Some cute ones, of course. I thought these little confetti ones were cute. These are Sango. And what other ones did I? Oh, I actually didn't look at the bottom. These are unmarked. Wispy grass, is that what that is? And then I saw these, which, of course, what do you think right away? Right on. Nope. Imposters. So, I thought these were sort of fun if you had a cottage. U is for up north. Indigo. But nothing for purchase today. The black and silver end cap doesn't have quite as much on it. Some metal, looks like charger plates. This looks interesting, very interesting shaped basket. This is a cute little pewter plate. Let's see what it says on the back. Tin pewter, Etane Zin, tin pewter. The hanging, it's nice, but I don't think that would be a fast seller. What else? Top shelf, another little pewter piece. What's this one? 2004 Seagull. Fine pewter, Canada. What is this? Does anyone know what this is? Where do you put this? I don't know. 25 bell for someone's anniversary. And these are tarnished, heavy, but no. Now everything candles. Candles, candle holders. Oh, who's this now? He's cute. Cork coasters. All kinds of stuff thrown in here. Look at this whole box of little tea lights. If you were having a wedding or something, might be handy. Let's see. Baskets. More candle stuff. Little bunny. And lots of glass vases. Nothing that's really grabbing my attention. Except for maybe this. Looks like someone made that. It's kind of fun. I think there's nothing here for me at this point. All right, a couple things I picked up while you weren't looking, and that was in the kitchen section. Now I feel like I have a pepper grinder, if I'm not mistaken, that is just like this, except with like a reddish maroon on top. How bad is this, Mark? This would be $1, so I'm tempted to buy it and see if that makes a set. For $1, I think I will. And these wooden coasters, are they fish, I think? Hey, what am I seeing? I'm getting these for personal use. 50 cents, set of 4. And this is also for personal use. Very, very thick. Beautiful heart bowl made in Turkey for $1. Can't beat those prices. That was 11 items for a total of $35 because everything was half price. So that's just a little over $3 per item. Couple of little personal things you saw in there, but the you know, the interesting part is one of those items, you know, either that backpack or certainly the Rebecca Minkoff purse will more than make that back, and then everything else is profit. So that's the way this reselling gig works. Happy with that. And I'm going to go hit up one more location. It's now after 5 p.m. so I think it's going to be busy with the after work crowd, but we're going to go see what happens. This isn't my favorite sign. I don't know what is. Let's see what we can find for half off the whole store. Figured I should check out the pots and pans just in case there's any all clad. And what do I see? But 3. They are of the non-stick variety, not the pure stainless. So we shall leave those. We don't want up any scratched up pans. It's just funny. Managed to find the brand. All right, past the pots and pans. Lots of kitchen stuff. And I saw a couple pepper grinders back there, but nothing of any consequence. Lots of soup bowls. I think I'm getting hungry. This section is making me hungry. Let's see. Mugs. Ooh, what's this fun looking one? Disney Thailand. Oh, gotta get it. As long as I'll put it in my cart, and then we'll see. Make sure it's not chipped after. That's interesting. Somebody around this neighborhood must go, because I had Disney Hong Kong from this same store another time. Fun fact, Kitchener-Waterloo, Canada. That is where I went to university many years ago. And then we get into glass, decanters. Ooh, that looks like that is a heavy bowl, but not the heaviest. Not as heavy as the ones I saw earlier today. And let's see, anything interesting here? And no, not today. Let's browse the curated shelves. They have these set up so nicely with all their beautiful things that are donated. There's an interesting mask. Ooh, and a scary looking mask. Baby. Or small child, I should say. Nice wood. Pottery. Let's see. What do we got? More interested in this one, actually. I don't think I see a mark there. All right. Wood. This looks like, and it is BMP, Blue Mountain Pottery, Canada. You're probably more familiar if you know this with the green and brown. Wouldn't be at all surprised if we saw one. Wow, look at this ship. That is interesting. Wow, they have a lot of really cool looking stuff. Not that I want to buy necessarily, but fun to look at. Again, color coordinated, makes it all look nice. This is interesting. Not too heavy, very swirly. We got some glass, bigger items. And then up here we have some jewelry. Might take a peek. Does this take us back to the 90s or what? This shiny brass and oak fireplace set. They are asking $15, so that would be $7.50. Don't want to store that in my storage unit. Here we go. Are you fooled by this? Does it look metal? It's not. Ceramic. Here's what I'm putting back. This is an Etienne Agnier. Costs not great for one very similar, like $30. This is called Clio. Not really a brand that comes up on eBay, even though I think it's very cute. And on this side, I was on the fence about this one. It is leather with this sort of wool design, and you can see it's Red Sands design. It says custom creation made in the USA. It is leather, so I'm sure someone paid a lot of money for this, for $5, and when the brand doesn't come up on eBay, nope. And then these little ones are going back too. This was just a little plastic travel case. I was intrigued because of this little zipper pouch part. This is, I thought eel skin, but I'm not sure it is because they usually have a tag. So I think this wallet's gonna go back. Adrian Vittadini is a no. And then this is actually a pillow organizer by the brand Lewis and Clark, and none sold. So we'll put that back as well. And the cart we're getting is over there. Okay, well, on the way out the door there, I found a couple more things. As I was putting the purses back, I saw this very nice pair of men's leather dress shoes from Italy. And from what I can see, I'll throw up some comps. $10 was a worthwhile investment. Looks like a fairly large size, so we're gonna take a chance on those. And then by the checkout, I found this. This is cosmetics, makeup. It's called Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation in number 6.5, and it's whatever that color is. Does it look like my skin color? Anyway, you can see here, marked for $20, which means I got it for $10. It currently sells on Sephora's website for $80, and on eBay, they're the ones I bought. So I got 2 of these. At the last store, I got 2, I think, pressed powder, and I may have gotten 2 like this, or no, 2 concealers it was at the first store. I think the first store I paid $7. The second store, $7. Anyway, and this one was $10. Long story short, they sell all day, every day. There are none listed for sale and multiple comps in the like $30 to $40 range. So hopefully a quick flip and make a little money with these. There were a few more in there, but I didn't want to go too crazy. I mean, it looks great on, you know, sell through and so on, but I'm just gonna, you know, hedge my bets and try a few. So all of that to say, at this third and final store, it was, I think, just shy of, it was $99 and something before the discount. So after the 50% off, I spent $49.75. Total for all 3 stores, I spent $126, which is more than I normally would, but we got the makeup, we got some handbags. And the reality is probably 4 to 5 of those makeup purchases, which should sell quickly on eBay, will pay for the whole thing, the whole day. And I have 9 of those makeups, plus the shoes, plus the Rebecca Minkoff handbag, plus those insane crystal glasses. So I think I might add it up when I get home, but pretty happy with the day. And now it's time to go get something to eat. So thanks for coming along on this little thrifting adventure on the 50% off sale day. I always appreciate you all watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button. I'll wait. Happy to have you part of the community. Thanks, and we will see you with the next video. Bye-bye.